Most people believe aging means slowing down, but what if I told you that only 7% of seniors over 50 can still do these rare things that keep them healthier, stronger, and more independent than the rest? Discover what sets them apart and how you can join that powerful 7%. Maintaining strong balance and mobility after the age of 50 is one of the most valuable gifts a person can give themselves, yet it is something many often take for granted until it becomes difficult. Balance is not just about standing upright or walking steadily. It is deeply connected to independence, confidence, and the ability to engage in daily activities without fear. The decline in balance and mobility usually begins subtly, with small changes in muscle strength, joint flexibility, and reaction time. These small changes may go unnoticed at first, but can gradually make it harder to climb stairs, bend down, or even walk confidently on uneven ground. What sets apart the few seniors who still maintain excellent balance and mobility is their conscious effort to keep moving, to practice exercises that target these areas, and to live a lifestyle that supports physical resilience. The body adapts to the demands placed on it. Seniors who stay active and challenge their bodies with stretching, walking, light resistance training, or even simple balance exercises are training their muscles, joints, and nervous system to remain sharp. Something as small as practicing standing on one foot for a few seconds, walking heel to toe, or performing gentle squats helps maintain coordination and strength in the lower body. These habits are not about athletic achievement, but about preserving the ability to carry groceries, take a walk in the park, or get up from a chair without needing help. Mobility allows people to participate in life, and without it, the world can become smaller, confined to fewer experiences and opportunities. Another factor that contributes greatly to balance and mobility is posture and body alignment. Over time, poor posture from sitting too long or slouching can tighten muscles and reduce flexibility. Those who practice mindful movement, like yoga or Tai Chi, not only stretch and strengthen their bodies, but also train themselves to be more aware of how they move. This awareness reduces the risk of falls, which is one of the biggest health threats to seniors, often leading to fractures, long recovery times, and sometimes permanent loss of independence. Remaining steady on the feet is more than just a physical skill. It brings peace of mind and the freedom to go about life without constant worry. Nutrition also plays a critical role in maintaining balance and mobility. Strong bones require calcium and vitamin D, while muscles depend on adequate protein and hydration. Seniors who prioritize a diet rich in whole foods, lean proteins, fruits, and vegetables give their bodies the building blocks needed to maintain strength. Likewise, avoiding excess processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats reduces inflammation that can contribute to joint pain and stiffness, making movement easier and more enjoyable. Finally, mental and emotional health intertwines with physical balance. Stress and lack of sleep can weaken coordination and make one more prone to accidents. Seniors who manage stress, rest well, and remain socially connected often find themselves more energized and motivated to keep moving. They see balance and mobility not just as physical abilities, but as pathways to a fulfilling life where they remain capable, engaged, and independent. Only a small percentage manage to retain this vitality after 50, but those who do are proof that with consistent care, attention, and the right habits, it is absolutely possible to maintain strong balance and mobility, which into the later years of life. Keeping sharp memory and quick thinking after the age of 50 is one of the most remarkable abilities that only a small portion of seniors are able to maintain, yet it is something that greatly defines the quality of life. Cognitive health determines how clearly one can process information, recall important details, make decisions, and stay engaged in the world. As the years pass, many people begin to notice small changes such as forgetting names, misplacing objects, or needing more time to remember things that once came quickly. While some degree of cognitive slowing is natural, there are those who continue to keep their minds agile and their memories sharp, proving that aging does not always have to mean mental decline. What makes the difference is not chance, but the deliberate habits and choices that nurture the brain. One of the strongest contributors to mental sharpness is consistent mental stimulation. The brain, like any other part of the body, thrives on use. Seniors who keep reading, solving puzzles, learning new skills, or even taking up hobbies that challenge their minds are essentially exercising their brains. These activities create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones, which helps delay or even prevent cognitive decline. Lifelong learners who take classes, learn a new language, or explore music or art are not only enriching their lives, but also giving their minds the kind of stimulation that keeps them alert and adaptive. Equally important is social interaction. Conversations, group activities, and meaningful relationships provide natural cognitive exercise because they require listening, responding, remembering, and adapting to different social cues. Isolation, on the other hand, is one of the greatest threats to mental health in older age, often leading to faster memory loss and reduced problem-solving abilities. Those who stay socially connected, whether through community groups, volunteering, or maintaining friendships, are less likely to suffer from the fog that comes with loneliness and disconnection. Physical health also plays a direct role in maintaining cognitive abilities. Regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, supplying it with oxygen and nutrients essential for function. Even simple activities like walking, swimming, or light aerobics have been shown to improve memory and attention. Nutrition is equally vital, as foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins nourish brain cells and protect against damage. Hydration is often overlooked but critical, as even mild dehydration can impair concentration and memory. Those who care for their bodies give their minds the environment they need to thrive. Another factor that protects quick thinking is effective stress management. Chronic stress floods the brain with hormones that, over time, impair memory and decision making. Seniors who practice relaxation techniques, mindfulness, or even simple breathing exercises often find that their thoughts are clearer and their memory more reliable. Sleep also cannot be underestimated. It is during deep rest that the brain consolidates memories and clears away waste products that build up during the day. Without quality sleep, even the sharpest minds struggle. Ultimately, maintaining sharp memory and quick thinking after 50 requires an intentional lifestyle that keeps the brain active, the body healthy, and the heart connected. It is not about avoiding all lapses in memory, but about creating the conditions that allow the mind to stay resilient. Only a small percentage of seniors manage to preserve this kind of mental clarity, but those who do serve as an inspiring reminder that the mind, like the body, can stay strong and capable well into later life when it is cared for consistently and wisely. Staying active without constant fatigue after the age of 50 is an achievement that sets apart a small group of seniors who are able to enjoy life with vitality and energy, while many others struggle to get through their daily routines. Fatigue often becomes a silent companion as people age, creeping in due to slower metabolism, hormonal changes, or underlying health conditions. For some, even simple tasks such as going for a walk, doing house chores, or engaging in a social gathering can feel exhausting, leaving them drained for the rest of the day. Yet there are those who manage to sustain steady energy levels, allowing them to participate fully in their lives, maintain independence, and experience a sense of control over their well-being. What separates them is not luck, but the conscious adoption of habits that preserve physical stamina, mental clarity, and emotional resilience. Energy is built upon a foundation of healthy lifestyle choices, starting with balanced nutrition. Seniors who nourish their bodies with whole foods, lean proteins, fresh fruits, vegetables, and complex carbohydrates provide themselves with a steady source of fuel that lasts throughout the day, unlike the short-lived spikes and crashes caused by processed foods and excessive sugar. Proper hydration is equally vital, as dehydration is one of the most overlooked causes of fatigue, often mistaken for simple tiredness. Those who prioritize drinking water and limiting caffeine and alcohol are often surprised at how much lighter and more energetic they feel. Physical activity also plays a central role in maintaining energy. While it may seem counterintuitive to move more when one feels tired, regular exercise actually enhances stamina by strengthening the cardiovascular system, improving oxygen delivery, and boosting muscle endurance. Even moderate activities like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming stimulate the release of endorphins, which naturally elevate mood and energy. Seniors who maintain a routine of physical activity notice that they can do more with less effort, and they experience fewer energy crashes throughout the day. Rest and recovery complement movement, as the body requires restorative sleep to recharge fully. Those who establish consistent sleep patterns, avoid late-night screen time, and create restful environments give their bodies the chance to restore energy reserves for the day ahead. Mental and emotional well-being is just as critical to sustained energy as physical health. Constant stress, negative thinking, or unresolved emotional burdens can drain vitality even when the body is well nourished and exercised. Seniors who practice mindfulness, relaxation techniques, or engage in activities that bring them joy often feel more energized simply because their minds are lighter. A positive outlook reduces the mental weight of daily challenges, making energy last longer and preventing unnecessary exhaustion. Social engagement also fuels energy, as spending time with loved ones, participating in community activities, or volunteering creates a sense of purpose and motivation that often translates into physical vigor. Avoiding constant fatigue is ultimately about balance, knowing when to move and when to rest, when to say yes and when to say no, and when to push forward versus when to recharge. The seniors who manage to maintain activity without feeling drained are not necessarily the strongest or the fastest, but they are often the most consistent in their habits and mindful in their choices. They recognize that energy is not simply consumed, but cultivated through daily actions that protect both body and mind. This steady vitality allows them to live with enthusiasm, embrace opportunities, and sustain independence long after many of their years have slowed down, making them part of the rare few who truly age with energy and resilience. Engaging in regular physical exercise after the age of 50 is one of the most powerful habits that only a minority of seniors consistently maintain, yet it is one of the clearest indicators of healthy and vibrant aging. Exercise at this stage of life is not just about fitness or appearance, it is about sustaining independence, strengthening the body against decline, and protecting the mind from the effects of aging. Unfortunately, many seniors fall into a cycle of inactivity, either because of aches, fear of injury, or simply the belief that slowing down is a natural part of growing older. While some decrease their movement drastically, there are those who continue to prioritize physical activity several times a week, and this simple choice shapes their entire quality of life in remarkable ways. Regular exercise has far-reaching effects on the body, starting with muscle strength and joint flexibility. As people age, muscle mass naturally diminishes and joints can become stiff, making daily tasks harder to perform. Seniors who commit to consistent movement preserve their muscle strength and flexibility, which allows them to climb stairs, lift groceries, bend down safely, and perform all the little activities that make up independent living. Beyond the visible strength, exercise improves balance and coordination, greatly reducing the risk of falls, which are among the most common causes of serious health setbacks in older adults. Those who exercise regularly essentially build a safeguard against the loss of mobility that often comes with age. Cardiovascular health is another key area supported by exercise. Activities such as brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or even light aerobics improve circulation, strengthen the heart, and enhance lung capacity. These benefits translate into more energy for daily life, better endurance, and lower risks of chronic diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease. Exercise also helps maintain a healthy weight, which eases the strain on joints and reduces inflammation throughout the body. Seniors who move often are more resilient against illness and recover faster when they do face health challenges. The benefits of regular exercise extend beyond the physical to the mental and emotional. Physical activity stimulates the release of endorphins, often referred to as the body's natural mood enhancers, which reduce stress, anxiety, and symptoms of depression. Exercise also promotes clearer thinking, better concentration, and improved memory by increasing blood flow to the brain. Seniors who make exercise part of their routine often report not just feeling stronger, but also more optimistic, more motivated, and more engaged in their lives. In many cases, exercise provides a sense of accomplishment and control, giving individuals confidence in their ability to manage the challenges of aging. Consistency is the true secret. It is not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, but about finding sustainable activities that can be enjoyed regularly. Gardening, yoga, walking with friends, or water aerobics can all be effective forms of exercise that keep the body moving and the mind engaged. Seniors who integrate movement into their daily lives, rather than seeing it as an occasional effort, are the ones who reap the deepest rewards. By staying consistent, they avoid the sharp decline that often comes from inactivity and instead create a cycle where movement fuels more movement, energy builds on itself, and health continues to strengthen over time. Only a small percentage of seniors over 50 commit to exercising several times a week, but those who do are living proof of its transformative impact. They maintain not only stronger bodies, but also sharper minds, lighter spirits, and the eat 'em to live life on their own terms. Their commitment to regular exercise is what enables them to enjoy independence, resilience, and vitality long after many of their peers have surrendered to decline. Maintaining a strong immune system after the age of 50 is one of the most valuable yet challenging achievements, and only a small number of seniors manage to preserve this natural defense against illness. The immune system acts as the body's shield, protecting it from infections, viruses, and harmful bacteria. But with age, it often becomes weaker, leaving older adults more vulnerable to sickness and slower recovery. This decline, however, is not inevitable. Those who manage to keep their immune system strong into later years are usually the ones who consistently nurture their bodies and minds through healthy choices that support resilience. What makes their ability so remarkable is that it reflects not just a single habit, but a collection of lifestyle practices that work together to strengthen the body's natural defenses. Nutrition is a cornerstone of a robust immune system. Seniors who prioritize diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats are supplying their bodies with the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants needed to fight off illness. Vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D are especially important for immunity, and these can be found in foods like citrus fruits, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish. By contrast, diets high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can weaken immune response by fueling inflammation and depriving the body of vital nutrients. Those who stay mindful of what they eat are, in essence, feeding their immune systems the tools they need to remain strong. Hydration also plays an often overlooked role, as water helps transport nutrients, flush out toxins, and keep the body functioning efficiently. Regular physical activity is another key factor in immune health. Movement improves circulation, allowing immune cells to travel more efficiently throughout the body, and helps regulate inflammation. Seniors who make exercise a consistent part of their routine, even something as simple as daily walking or stretching, often notice fewer colds and faster recovery times. Exercise also contributes to maintaining a healthy weight, which further reduces the risk of chronic conditions that can compromise immunity. Just as important as movement, however, is adequate rest. Sleep is the body's time to heal and regenerate, and without enough quality rest, the immune system cannot function at its best. Seniors who establish a healthy sleep pattern give their bodies the opportunity to recharge their defenses each night. Managing stress is equally critical in maintaining immunity. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that, when present in excess, suppresses immune function. Seniors who cultivate relaxation through mindfulness, meditation, prayer, or enjoyable hobbies protect themselves not just emotionally, but physically as well. A calm mind translates to a stronger body. Social connections also play a surprising role in immune health. Studies have shown that loneliness and isolation can weaken the immune system, while regular interaction with loved ones and community strengthens resilience. The emotional support and joy that come from meaningful relationships directly contribute to physical wellness. Ultimately, keeping the immune system strong after 50 is about balance and consistency. It is not a single action, but a lifestyle woven together by nutrition, movement, rest, stress management, and social engagement. The seniors who manage this rare feat are those who see health as a daily practice rather than a reaction to illness. By staying attentive to their choices and nurturing their bodies with care, they continue to resist infections, recover quickly, and live with the confidence that they can handle what life brings. Their ability to maintain a strong immune system is not just about avoiding sickness, but about sustaining the vitality and independence that make aging not a decline, but a season of strength and resilience. Living independently without assistance after the age of 50 is a remarkable ability that only a small portion of seniors are able to preserve, and it reflects not just physical strength, but also mental clarity, emotional stability, and a lifetime of consistent habits. Independence is one of the greatest measures of quality of life because it allows individuals to make their own choices, follow their routines, and participate in the world without relying on others for constant support. Many older adults find themselves gradually needing help with cooking, shopping, managing finances, driving, or even personal care. And while there is no shame in accepting assistance, those who continue to manage these tasks on their own often enjoy a profound sense of dignity and freedom. This independence is not accidental. It is the result of a lifestyle built around health, activity, and self-care that protects both body and mind. The foundation of living independently lies in mobility and strength. Seniors who are able to walk confidently, rise from a chair without struggle, and perform daily movements with ease are far more capable of managing life on their own. Regular exercise, stretching, and balance practices make it possible to maintain this physical ability. Strong muscles and flexible joints ensure that simple tasks like carrying groceries, bending to pick something up, or reaching for items on a shelf do not require help. Avoiding falls and injuries becomes a major priority because even one accident can create a cycle of dependence. Those who maintain their physical fitness into later years often find that they can continue handling daily tasks well beyond the age when others may require outside support. Mental sharpness also plays a critical role in independence. The ability to remember appointments, manage medications, make financial decisions, and follow through with. The plans all depend on cognitive function. Seniors who keep their minds engaged through reading, problem solving, social interactions, or learning new skills are strengthening the very abilities that allow them to remain in control of their daily lives. Independence requires not just memory, but also decision making and problem solving, and these skills are preserved in those who consciously nurture their minds. Emotional well being is another aspect often overlooked when it comes to independence. Seniors who remain optimistic, socially connected, and emotionally resilient are more motivated to care for themselves. Loneliness and depression can drain energy and reduce the will to remain active, leading to faster decline and increased dependence. By contrast, those who stay connected to family, friends, and community often find a renewed sense of purpose that keeps them engaged and capable. A sense of meaning in life fuels the desire to keep moving, learning, and caring for oneself. Independence is also closely tied to lifestyle choices that prevent or manage chronic disease. Conditions such as diabetes, arthritis, or heart disease can make it difficult to carry out daily activities, but seniors who manage their health through balanced nutrition, consistent activity, and regular medical checkups can often continue living freely for many years. Taking proactive steps to support health rather than waiting for problems to arise is what separates those who maintain autonomy from those who lose it too soon. Ultimately, living independently without assistance is about more than just physical ability. It is a reflection of a person's overall approach to life. It is the outcome of habits, attitudes, and consistent care for body and mind. Only a small percentage of seniors achieve this level of vitality, but those who do embody the possibility of aging gracefully with dignity, confidence, and freedom. Their independence allows them to embrace life fully, enjoying everyday moments on their own terms while inspiring others to believe that growing older does not mean given